Electricians, let's see if you can get the answer before I do. The question reads, a detached garage supplied from a dwelling with 4-aught USE feeders and a 200 amp OCPD requires a minimum size grounding electrode conductor of what size to a concrete encased electrode? You should know where to go in the code to find this answer right off the jump. We're going to Article 250. In my set of comprehensive flashcards, we tell you that you should memorize this table specifically for the grounding electrode conductor and how we size it. So I'm going to open up my code book to Article 250.66 and we're going to get a table. Some of you might be able to look at the multiple choice and immediately be able to determine the answer. Okay, so I'm reading out of the 2026 NEC. I'm going to zoom in so you can see this table. Okay, we size the grounding electrode conductor, as you can see here, based on the size of the largest ungrounded conductor or equivalent area of parallel conductor. So what's the largest ungrounded conductor? We have 4-aught. So it says here, when we're over 3-aught through 350 kc mil, it's either going to be number 2 copper or 1-aught aluminum. The question tells us that it's 4-aught USE, and the rule of thumb is when the question does not specify, we assume copper. So therefore, my final answer is, it looks like it's going to be number 2 copper. However, the question does say sizing a grounding electrode conductor of what size to a concrete encased electrode. It doesn't say that there's any other types of electrodes here, so I'm actually going to go to 250.66. I'm going to look until I see concrete encased. So B says connections to a concrete encased electrode. If the grounding electrode conductor or bonding jumper connected to a single or multiple concrete encased electrodes as described in 250.52A3 does not extend onto other types of electrodes, okay, so based on our information in our question, it doesn't go to any other type of electrodes that require a larger size of conductor. The grounding electrode conductor shall not be required to be larger than 4. So even though the table told us 2, the code specific to concrete encased electrodes, when by itself, says we don't have to go larger than 4. So my final answer is going to be C. Comment down below if you got the same answer as me. If you need any clarity or any walkthroughs, give me a comment, give me a DM. I'm here to help electricians pass and understand how to pass the licensing exam, ultimately understand how to read the code. Again, this is kind of a trick question, but I'm telling you, on your licensing exam, there's going to be trick questions. So you need to be prepared. So make sure you're following the account and you stay tuned for all of our videos, helping electricians become licensed journeymen and licensed masters.